What?
Socks, but you didn't get socks.
Sockies. And then be quiet when you come down, okay?
We're gonna film for a second.
All right.
Go.
Okay. All right. And on my, I'll go down to this and then I'll come up to you.
So you're joining me a tad bit late today. Obviously, I've done all this stuff from our salmon with vegetables, but you can do this with, it didn't really take that long. Obviously, the salmon was already, you know, I bought it cut. And then, actually I did cut this one myself. It was a little bit cheaper if I did it that way, but you can buy them pre-cut. I had asparagus, I threw some tomatoes. This can be done with anything, whatever's in season. Squash, zucchini, the yellow squash, what else? Fennel, like there can be anything you want. I have onions, asparagus, which I just broke the asparagus at the bottom to get rid of the rough edges. Onion, I had half one left in the fridge, I cut that up. Lemon wedges, which I didn't squirt onto my salmon yet because I want this to be sort of dry because I want it to brown up nicely. So all this has is salt and pepper, and I'm going to put some olive oil on top. So the potatoes, again, whatever you have at home is what you should use, and I didn't have any other vegetables, so I got my potatoes out, which of course take longer than everything else here. So I just put them in the microwave, which is, I don't use a lot of, and sometimes when you're in a hurry it is great. So I put them in the microwave in a little bit of water for about 5 to 10 minutes, because these were like medium size. If you have the little teeny ones, probably 3 to 4 minutes would be fine. And then I just cut them up. So they're pretty much cooked. All they have to do is get a little crispy on top. And then olive oil, salt and pepper, and I did this all in this big jar. I put all my vegetables, whatever you have, cut them up the sizes you want. Asparagus you don't even cut. And I threw everything in there, put olive oil, salt and pepper, so everything got the same amount of dressing on it, and then I put that out, and then just made a little spaces for my salmon, salt and pepper on the salmon, and now I'm just gonna do the, you want it to be fairly dry. You don't want moisture on the salmon, or else it'll steam more than sort of broil on the top and then get cooked through. So I'm just gonna wipe off any sort of, from the salt, some of the moisture comes up, so I had that done a little bit ago. And now I'm just gonna put some olive oil. Everything else, like I said, all the vegetables have olive oil from being in the big jar and twirling those around, so it's just for that. And since it's Sunday night and we're being healthy anyway, we are going to be a little bit bad. I'm going to put, or indulgent, I shouldn't say bad, about not even like a pat of butter I've smushed here. And my husband had informed me, I told him, for some reason the potatoes get quite burnt like you like them, and he said that's because you don't use any butter, you're always using olive oil. And he was right. When I put butter on potatoes, they get a little bit more burnt because butter burns at a lower temperature than olive oil. So I'm just going to put little pats of butter right on. It'll melt to some of it. If you want to melt it in the microwave and just pour it on, you can do that. I find this to work fine, so I just put little teeny bits of butter on everything. And like I said, we're being pretty healthy, so 1 tablespoon or half a tablespoon of butter for 4 people is not that bad. So I'm done with my tray. Again, put whatever you like on yours, and this is the great thing. Everyone talks about one-pot meals. Well, this is a one-pan meal, which I definitely use more of. Everything's on here. Everything's going to get cooked in this one pan, and then we'll be ready for dinner in about 15 minutes. About 15 minutes it should take. You check your oven. So you check your oven. Everyone's oven's different, so I broil mine. So it's 6 inches from the top of the oven, and it's on my broil setting. So that's where we're at. So, and everyone likes their salmon and fish or any kind of meat cooked at different temperatures. So I have it on broil high. It's very close to the flame up here, or the top of the oven. And then my oven, I'm not sure why, but you're supposed to keep the door open. So you're just a little bit, not the whole way, or all the heat will escape. So.
Oh, for every argument for broiling, you have to do that.
No, because I've seen on some cooking shows they close it. Maybe they have some ventilation. Huh. Anyway, so since that has the potatoes, sometimes
Oops, sorry, let's make a shot. Okay.
Sometimes I'd make couscous or some rice or pasta on the side with all those veggies and the salmon, but I have potatoes in there, so my starch and my whatever is taken care of. So I'm just gonna make a little salad on the side, a light salad, and this is my everyday salad. Although it's nice enough to serve if you're having people over. But all it is mixed greens. I'm gonna cut this onion very, very thinly sliced, and any onion you like. People say red onions are sweeter. I don't find them to be. I'm not sure why, but Vidalia onions are good. But this is from my, as you can see, from the farm that we get the food from. So it is, I guess, a yellow onion. It's probably not even any sweet onion or anything. So then and then Parmesan. I what's it called? Slice, like, what do you, shave it with a peeler that you would shave, peel carrots with. So I just put that on. I slice an onion extremely thinly. When the thinner you slice it, it almost becomes sweet when you put the lemon juice on. I think it must cook it a teeny bit, the acid in the lemon. So it has to be fairly thin for that to happen. And you don't want anyone getting a huge chunk of a spicy onion, except for me, because I love that, but everybody else probably doesn't. And so I'm not cutting this very quickly because I am trying to cut it pretty thinly. And then the last thing is some lemon juice, and some lemon juice on top, salt and pepper on top, olive oil. Excuse me for 1 second, I'm just gonna get. So I have some salt that I'm just gonna drizzle on here, a squirt of a lemon, half a lemon, but I let that sit for a second, and then when it's time to serve, I'll mix that all up and put more cheese on the top and more onions. And so I'll meet you back here in a minute when the salmon's ready and the salad's ready.
See how good that looks when it's like, when it's... Got it. This is cooking. So keep it like that, or like this?
It's a little bit, as close as you can.
Right, right.
That's, it stays the most. You see how I gave you little kudos?
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I think I asked you that, but I don't think I came up with the solution, did I?
Well, you said you don't put butter on it.
Yeah. Then maybe I did. Champion. Yes. Good boy. Good. Down, down, down. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. They're 24 hours, so. But I want to go because I want to get that in, because even though I'm doing it.